As you know, there are different paths and different type of level, and this is according the different type of VMware technologies and also different skills of people and different requirements that you can have at a different level. As you can see here, there is the historical path that is the data center virtualization with BCP. That was the first certification from VMware. The two VCAP and the VCDX. Same and similar path are from the desktop virtualization or end user computing, and also for the cloud path that is related to the cloud director. Recently, VMware has also introduced a new level called VCA for associated level for actually not necessary technical people or technical people with medium skills that are probably not ready for VCP. This is most important to understand because actually VCA is not mandatory for all other level. In the other case, each level require a previous level. So to reach VCAP, you must first have VCP. To become VCDX, you must have first the 2 VCAP exam and certification. So depending by your interest in your skills and the product where you are involved, one of this path probably is best fit with your requirements. Maybe also more than one. There are some people with several certifications, but this depends by your time, how much time do you have for preparing those different certifications, and also if you really need them. So we have talked about the different level. VCA is not mandatory actually. I don't know in the future, but actually is not mandatory. Is interesting because it's a complete live exam. You don't have to go like the other exam in a testing center. You have just to ask for a specific VCA on one path, and then you can register on the Person View website and take the exam when you want, and from home. So it's absolutely interesting. Probably can be improved from my point of view. It's more about salesmen and pre-sales people, technical pre-sales people. But I think that could be interesting also for technical people with low seniority that are starting with virtualization, are not able yet to take a VCP, so could be an interesting point of view. But of course, if you have the technical level, just start from the VCP, that is the first technical level. It's funny because one of the reasons where you want to gain some certification is because you are working or you are going to work for a VMware partner. VMware partner program has different competency that fit actually the different VMware certification, because the core competency is just the data center virtualization path. You must have, if you are a VMware partner, one or more VCP. You must have some courses or some certification that are VCAP DCD for qualified people and partner for this kind of core competency. And same is for the infrastructure as a service competency and the desktop competency, virtual desktop competency. But it's strange because there are also several other competencies that actually are not related to a specific VMware certification path, because we have business critical, virtualizing business critical application, and this makes sense because it's a cross-related competency with core competency from VMware, from the data center virtualization, and some certification from Oracle, Microsoft, on specific other vendor with their specific business critical application. But there is also a management competency that actually does not have any kind of certification, and I don't know if there will be some certification or a path specific for management. Actually, the only way to reach this kind of competency is going through some courses that are mandatory for this objective. And probably you see in the complete path, certification path, that there will be also a networking virtualization path related to NSX or other product related on networking. Will be a complete path, I don't know, but probably yes. So BCP, VCAP, and VCDX. Actually, we are waiting. Was announced, but we are waiting for the VCA network virtualization exam. So could be interesting to see the content, see the skills that are required for this new path. Of course, time and budget, as I said, define exactly which kind of certification you can take. Not which, but how much. Which depend by you. You are more involved in design, you are more involved in administration, and this probably can oriented on the right kind of certification. There are also some beta. Also, VCE will probably qualify you to be invited to some beta exam. For more information, you can look at my blog site. And of course, there are probably too much certification, and it could be an issue, for example, during the upgrade, but not so much, because there are some shortest path, and there are some conditions where if you already have some kind of certification, probably you can gain other in a simple way. I'm just probably out of time, so one simple example for upgrade path. If you are a VCDX, for example 4, you can took the VCAP, let's say that you are a VCDX on data center virtualization, you can took only the VCAP 5 on VCD, on the design part, and you gain, of course, the VCAP VCD 5 certification, the VCDX 5 certification, and also the VCP 5 certification. One exam, 3 different type of certification. This is only a simple example of some shortest path that you can use when you want to reach multiple certification. And of course, how? For VCA, I write a post. You can read also about my experience. I think that is almost easy to pass. It's not easy to pass with the maximum score because it's challenging. There are a lot of questions related to products and so on. For VCP, I have to say that there are a lot of resources, books, blueprint with study notes, so just look and you can find what you need. Probably you also need, if you are starting from scratch, a mandatory course, and this can also help you. For VCAP, I think that could be interesting for the, if you are thinking about the admin exam, go to the certification lounge that is across the hands-on lab, and you can take some labs that are similar to the type of task that you can find in the admin exam. So it's absolutely an interesting experience. And for the design part, that I think is challenging because it's not only technical, but there are different aspects that you must know. I suggest the VCAP bootcamp. Is a 2-hour training, is for free. I think that there are also some free seats for the training of tomorrow. So just ask Mark or John to be part of this program. And for VCDX, probably it takes several hours to explain or give some hints, but again, VCDX bootcamp is the first step that you have to take to get involved in this kind of certification path and journey. And of course, there are a lot of books. You can find the VMware store with, I think, most of those books, and those are official. There are also other that are not from VMware, but are also good. There are also good books not strictly related to certification, like mastering vSphere, for example, and so on. These slides are available on my site, so I think that you can find all the reference and the links on this site. I think I'm out of time. Good. So thank you for your patience, and good luck for your exam and certification.